What's going on, everybody? Resale Rabbit here. Behind me is my eBay workstation. You've seen it many times, but I spent the day kind of revamping and organizing it, and I want to show you what I've done. First off, look how much this is not a mess. This pallet, I still haven't tested all of these. The video hasn't been posted as of yet, but this was probably the first pallet I'll ever take a loss on. So many of them were junk, which is why I haven't really been motivated to test them. But that's all that's left, and my goal is by next week to have them all tested. So anyways, here is the main area. This is where I do my listing, and this is where I do my shipping. This giant pile here all needs to be listed. All of these boxes. I'm estimating about 200 to 250 lots, which should be about $15,000. This is based on, I've got about 550, give or take, listings right now, totaling like $34,000, if it all sells at my current asking price. So based on that, that's what I expect this. There's some decent stuff in there. I found some iPods and a few DS lights. That should be a couple $100. So lots of good stuff in here that needs to get tested and listed. I also need to list those, believe it or not. Those do sell. So anyways, this is that area. Coming over here, we've got the shipping area. This is where I do all of my shipping. Pretty self-explanatory. Scale, computer, printer. So this file cabinet, I got brand new. It was on a pallet. I'm really not using it. There's stuff in it, but I don't even know what's in it. I never use it. That one's completely empty. This file cabinet, it's been here, again, brand new on a pallet. I've yet to use it in, how long have I had it? Like 3 years. Hopefully I'll find a use for it. Otherwise I'll sell it. And then same goes for this little set of drawers here, also empty. Now back here is the space where listed items go. If it's listed, it's back here. Now, see this? You've seen this area enough. These shelves are new. I just added a ton of extra space here. This side is mostly shipping supplies. Coming over here, it's going to be just like the other shelves with inventory. So I added this. Now, couple of things. First off, when I first designed this area for storage, this was the plan from day one. I just never got around to putting it up because I didn't need it. I just, in the past year, finally filled out this area, and so I didn't really need this shelving area, so I never got around to putting it up. Well, now I do. It's a little darker in here because of it, but so much extra space, and I still have nice, wide aisles here. Look at this. There's some crap in the way there, but nice, wide aisles coming around. I'm not going garage flip style, where I have to go sideways to get through an aisle because it's so narrow. Nice, plenty of space. If I wanted to make it really narrow, I could probably put 3 of those in here. The other thing, so this section of shelving, this really tall one, it doesn't actually stop at this wall. It becomes single-sided and continues down. Let me show you that. See, it continues down past the wall there. So this shelving came out of Toys R Us when they closed a little over a year ago. It's probably been a year since I installed it, about this time last year. Before, this stuff continued all the way along there. It started right on that one and went all the way down to the wall. Well, obviously this is better, so I put this up, and the shelves that were here basically were just sitting in here. Notice that big empty section of shelving there? It's because there was sheets of pegboard leaning up against there, and right where this was stacks of shelves. So I was able to, there were some extra pieces left over because this is 3 sections and this is 2, so there's basically an extra section. But I did put extra shelves on here, so there weren't a lot of pieces left over. But this is going to make a lot better use of it. Next, this thing here. This has always been here. This has been here for 3 years. And just now, a couple minutes ago, I finally put the hardware on. This came on a pallet from, I think, Staples. Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. That's why I got it. And there's a little bit of bowing in here, but it's perfectly fine for me. You know, you see it on the side, it's kind of tucked away in there, so you can't even tell that it's damaged. Close that all the way. My initial plan for this when I put it in here was to be able to lock up higher value inventory. I'm not too worried about that, so I don't know what I'm going to do with it. Maybe I'll sell it and extend the shelves over. I don't know. By the way, if you're wondering what that cord is, over here on this wall, straight back, you see up there the cord going over the door. That's the nearest plug. So I had to go over the door, come down here. You're going to get dizzy, warning. Go all the way around here. There it is. Behind here. You can probably see it down there. And then underneath this guy. And then it comes out right there. And that is how I have this computer powered. Because the other option is to run a cord across that threshold or across the floor. It would be a tripping hazard. I didn't like that idea. Last option is to try and feed from that outlet up there. Problem is, that's like 25 feet up, I think. There's no way I'm going to be able to get to that. And I'd rather not have a cord dangling down anyways. So anyways, that's what that is. This, not sure if I'm going to use it or not, but now it's accessible. It's here. One last thing is this. You've seen this in the videos. This came out of American Eagle when they upgraded their fixtures. It was made by Pottery Barn, and I actually kept it. I didn't sell it because I wanted it for myself, for my house. It's still on the pallet. It was on that pallet when I got it. This thing is so heavy. But it is solid wood, made by Pottery Barn. Let me show you what I did here. This was already like this before. Video game cases, specifically for shipping items to Amazon. But the other drawers are now full. Here I've got Xbox and Wii controllers and cords and whatnot. This one is Nintendo products, other than the Wii, of course. This one here is PlayStation. So it's all sorted and organized. If I need cords, it's so often when I get a video game console with no cords or controllers. So now I've got everything I need. This I've just gotten from accumulation over time. Look at that, you can tell it's from American Eagle. It's my bra cabinet. But I don't keep my bras here anymore, so now it's video game stuff. Anyways, I get this stuff, Goodwill outlet, find it in storage units. If I get, say, a PS2 with 2 controllers, one of them goes in here, the second one gets sent to Amazon with the item. If I buy a complete video game console and it's broken and I can't return it, there are a number of ways that I can accumulate these parts. But they really come in handy. If I had a GameCube, what are those worth now? About 50 bucks? It's been a little while since I sold one. If I got one console only for free, is it worth going and spending 10 or 15 on that? Another 5 on the power or on the AV cord, and then another, even for a third-party controller, you're still spending like 10 bucks. So you're talking 30 bucks there just to complete it. Not worth it. Not worth it anymore. Well, now I've got the parts for it. So the only thing that I really don't use are the Wii parts because I always sell it. There's actually a listing on Amazon for a Wii as a replacement console only, and I do the same thing on eBay because it's cheaper to ship. So I'm accumulating these in case my business changes where it makes more sense to sell them complete. I got a lot of original Xbox controllers. I might end up selling a few of those. I don't need that many. Anyways, so that is how the video game stuff is organized. Before, it was just jumbled in a bunch of boxes. And I found some DS cables in those boxes that I did not know that I had, so I don't need to order anymore. So that is my eBay area. You're going to see, you've been seeing a lot of this as I ship items that's sold. You'll be seeing more of it momentarily. But we're nice and open here. Once I get all that stuff listed, it's going to be a lot more open. And then over here, hanging clothes that have not been listed yet. I barely ever use that. And the tool cabinet. This one just has tools. I really need to upgrade to an actual toolbox. But any tools, this isn't just for eBay, it's for the whole building. Any tools that I might need. It looks like I'm really loyal to Husky, but I'm really not. I bought that because it was cheap and I needed one. I bought that, or I got that in a storage unit. I'm more loyal to Craftsman. Anyways, so that is the eBay area. This has gone on for this is like a 10-minute video just showing the area. You know what? I'm gonna make this its own video. This is my eBay area. I'm not doing any more on this video. It's already like a 10-minute video. So if you have any questions, feel free to comment below. Also, I don't know if I posted it on YouTube. I don't think I did, but if you go back quite a ways, when I first set up this area, I did a video showing what it looks like on, I know it was on Facebook. I don't know if it was on YouTube. You'll definitely want to check that out. It might have been on YouTube. If it's on YouTube, I will link it below. If not, well, I won't. I also did a video showing the entire warehouse when I first moved in, when it was completely empty and I hadn't brought a single item in except my pallet jack. And, excuse me, that is on Facebook only. Look back, end of June, beginning of July of 2016, that video would have been posted. So anyways, let me give you a quick aerial shot and then we're gonna call it a day. There it is. If you're wondering about size, if you go from the scrap boxes, tool chest, from that area back, which encompasses basically all of eBay for me. I've got my photo station way over there, but that's for other reasons. If you encompass all of this, it's about the size of a 2-stall garage. So you could have a very similar setup in a 2-stall garage. There's also some inefficiencies like this open space, and that can be confined a little tighter. But you could easily do this in your garage, your basement, or you could condense this down and even do it in a spare bedroom. Those middle shelves I could remove and put a desk, and you get a spare bedroom. So that's what it looks like. Hope that helps anyone who is curious how to set up an eBay area. It's not perfect, it's just the way I do it. Until next time, I've been Resale Rabbit. See ya!